Today I'm going to be reacting to Rumours by Fleetwood Mac. This is apparently a classic here. I have never listened to Fleetwood Mac before, so I'm pretty excited to get into this. This came out in 1977. It's 11 songs, 39 minutes here. I mean, you just look at the stream numbers. There's a track on here, Dreams, that has 1 billion streams, and some with like 600 million, 700 million. So this is definitely popular, of course. It's critically acclaimed, so I have pretty high hopes for this. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint. The Uncut Reaction is going to be on Patreon. As always, it's $4 a month. You can click the link in the description to go join that. And we're going to get into it. Fleetwood Mac, Rumours. Let's get it. All right, first track is Secondhand News. Let's go. Nice harmonies. Feels like a road tripping song, maybe. Guitar work is great. Groove is great. Lots of energy. I'm loving the mixing. Oh my goodness. Fire, bro. Holy, that was really good. I was not expecting the energy, man. The energy and the groove is just instant. That's the only word I can really think of. It's just, yeah. That was great. I don't really know what I was expecting, but that was better than I was expecting, if I'm being honest. Like I said, groove was great, guitar work was great, and I loved the mixing and how they were panned too. One guitar just hard pan to the right and one hard pan to the left. It's gonna get the good rating. That was fantastic. All right, we got the big slapper, the big hit right here. Don't think I've heard this. Doesn't sound familiar. Okay, more chill vibe here, bringing things down a bit. Through these first two tracks, I feel like the snare is really holding things, everything together. Beautiful vocals. Great, so serene with that ambient little synth or strings or whatever that is. This chorus is so good. Such a sweet melody. I love it. Such good harmonies. There's sort of a melancholy feel to this too. Oh, that was fantastic, bro. So good. So good. Like I said, a sort of like melancholy, real sad feeling to that one. Talking about losing dreams. It's my favorite track so far. I mean, 2 tracks in. Fantastic. Fantastic? What am I saying, bro? I liked the little ambience that was built with those strings or synth or something in the chorus. It's a sweet melody. Drums are pretty simple, but then they spice things up with some fun drum fills in there. But again, you wouldn't want the drums to be too crazy because it's more of a chill, subtle kind of track. Yeah, I can actually like see myself returning to that quite a bit. All right, let's keep going. I didn't give that a rating for some reason, but I think I would give it the good. Not quite the 10 because I think there is. It doesn't really hit the mind-blowing mark that some of these tracks later in the video, spoilers, hit, so I think I'll give it the good rating. I was expecting like more of a folky sound, but it's definitely more just rock, just classic rock. This one's a bit folky though. Oh, such a good guitar part, man. Yes. Give me the vocals. I'm loving this, man. It's so simple, but so perfect. I don't mean the guitar part is simple. Like, what they're playing is complex, but in terms of the layers that we have going on, there's 2 guitars and a voice. Maybe 3 guitars, actually, now that I listen to it closer. Yeah, that was great. That was great. I mean, like I said, pretty simple in terms of the mix. Just like 2 or 3 guitars maybe, and a voice, and then those more reverby kind of background vocals come in for a little bit. Pretty short, but pretty sweet. The way the guitars are mixed so far is giving me real like microphones vibes too. Obviously, the microphones is a bit more lo-fi. Definitely a lot more joyous and uplifting than the microphones, but the way they're mixed and how the guitars are super loud and just at the front of everything is kind of giving me microphones vibe. That was fantastic, though. I don't have much else to say lyrically. Broke me down, let me in. Seems like maybe this girl or this person he's in a relationship with made me see where I'd been. So maybe it kind of made him reflect on himself. This situation, been down 2 times, never going back again. Pretty extremely personal lyrics with not much in the way of like me being able to understand, I guess. But yeah, I like the lyrics. Yeah, it's getting the good rating. I'm loving this so far. This is great. Synth strings, piano. Loving this. This sounds kind of familiar. This chorus. Loving that driving bass line. It's pretty simple but effective. Great job of picking up intensity. Don't you look back. That was great. That's a really singable melody. But don't stop. Lots of good repetition, but it doesn't get stale at all or boring or repetitive in a bad way. They did a great job of building just the mix and the track in general, adding that subtle kind of guitar on the last chorus here really takes it to another level. I don't think I gave that a rating, but there you go. Another good one. Go Your Own Way. Okay, this sounds familiar. Yeah, I've heard this, I think. I love the snares so far. They're so punchy. Oh. Oh yeah. I feel like everyone's heard this song. I love how different and distinct the chorus and the verse sounds. Keeps it really fresh. Such a good melody here. That guitar sounds massive, holy. It's so wide. Oh my god. See, that's a track where I feel like the fade out works because it just feels like a jam. There's certain tracks where I feel like fade outs really work and some where it just feels kind of cheap. That was amazing. Holy. Obviously, I've heard that, but I probably haven't listened to it in full or like given it my full attention before. So yeah, given that my full attention, it still holds up. It's still just freaking amazing. I mean, it's the chorus, the melody is instantaneously recognizable. It's so catchy. It's so memorable. The first guitar solo was okay, but then that second guitar solo was really where the track kind of elevated. And like I said, this guitar sounded so massive in the headphones, man. I think it might have been like recorded twice and just panned to each one, but either way it sounded amazing. The groove was crazy infectious. Yeah, there's speed to that track, but it still feels kind of groovable, and you can still nod your head along to it, and it's still singable, of course. It's iconic. It's amazing. All right, that, you know what, we're gonna give it the 10. It's a 10. I don't think I could change anything about that track. I think it's perfect. All right, let's keep going on to Songbird. Oh, beautiful. The mixing and just production of this album is so good. It's a good spot to have a cool down moment too, after the banger before. Banger? I hardly know her. Beautiful, man.
And the songbirds are singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before.
Bro.
Like
Just got the chills. I might even like that more than the one before, honestly. Obviously, it's more of a love kind of ballad here, but I think it's done like perfectly. I think it's the vocal performance is so heartfelt. The lyrics are beautiful. I mean, they're pretty simple, but they work. Overall, the track is pretty simple. It's just a piano, a voice, and a guitar, but it builds intensity. They're playing with dynamics. His voice is beautiful, of course, and you just feel it. You know, that's great. That's gonna be another 10. 2 10s in a row. I mean, I don't think I would change anything about this. Alright, we in the West now, boys. It's that driving bass line again. Oh. This feels like it could be in a movie, you know? Super cinematic. Whoa, what the heck? The way they cut that crash off. That was weird. Oh, I love this. Listen to the mix. Crazy good. This is sick, man. Holy. I'm loving the structure of this track. Woo! Yes. Come on. Oh! Keep us together. See, that's the track. That's one of those tracks where I wish it wasn't a fade out. I feel like it could have ended with a strong, like, boom, you know? But either way, fantastic. I mean, so cinematic. Feels like it could be in some sort of freaking western. I don't know, man. That was, love the structure of that track. Love how this track does such a good job of just building tension and then releasing it, and then I don't know, like this little guitar and bass solo here where it's just the bass and then the guitar like fades in and then the intensity just builds from there. Great outro to that track. No idea what it's about. I don't even feel like I need to know right now because it's just freaking sounds amazing. This band really feels, when did this come out? 1977. Let's see when their first album was. It says 1968. I mean, the first album isn't necessarily when the band started, but at least 9 years of the band's existence at this point, which makes sense because I was going to say this band feels like a band that just has been together for a long time. It feels like they understand each other perfectly. The chemistry's there. They all the parts are just working together perfectly. They feel like real veterans, real professionals. Chain is the bond that keeps the relationship going, never ending. It also can be seen as the chain that keeps the band together. And I was just talking about the band. Whoa, that's weird. I didn't even read that before. Linking the members together in ways that don't allow them to truly part ways. Written in a time where the band members were not on talking terms due to breakups and riffs. The lyrics are often said to have been attacks at each other, but the band also just suggests that there is some underlying love that doesn't let them completely part ways. That's cool. Did I give that a rating? I don't know. I don't think I did, but there you go. Good song. All right. You Make Lovin' Fun. Okay, funky. There has been kind of like a funky undertone, I feel like, in some of these tracks. And it's really to the forefront with this one. I mean, you got the clav in there, so that automatically makes it funky, but I feel like, yeah, there's an electric piano in there too, so that kind of adds to the funk. So good. Makes me happy, man. It just gives me such a good feeling. Oh, I just got chills again. Oh, it just hit and pull at my heartstrings in such a unique way, I feel like. Like, it's so joyous, so fun, and so just happy. But that one, like, I don't know, with that outro there and those background vocals coming in, everything was just working together in such a beautiful way, and it freaking hit me. Obviously, that one has more of a funky kind of feel to it with the clav in there and then the electric piano or Rhodes or whatever it is. But then they add their own little flair on top of it with the guitar solo, and, you know, love the lyrics. Again, it just gives me a good feeling. I'm loving the feeling this is giving me. Yeah, that was fantastic. All right, 3 more tracks here. Why is this so good? This is just pure bliss, man. I'm loving this so much more than I thought I would. Why is this album just non-stop? Slappers. It's non-stop. It's non-stop. That's getting another 10. What's that? 3 10s? 3 10s in this video? Holy crap. I can't even... freaking got me stuttering. The feeling that this gives me is so special, I feel like. That was another track that kind of just hit me really hard emotionally. I don't even know why really. It's just the vibe and just the feeling, and it feels perfect. It's like a lot of it again feels pretty simple, but it's just performed and executed to like the highest level possible. The vocalist too, I'm loving, absolutely loving the vocalist. I mean, there's been a couple people doing vocals, but they're just constantly so good. All right, let's keep going. I don't have too much to say about that. Next track is Oh Daddy. I'm ready. Is this a track about me? Just forget I said that.
Oh, Daddy, you know you make me cry.
Just the freaking sounds, man. There's it's mixed and produced perfectly. Like it's perfect.
Yes, it's got to be me. Oh, Daddy, you soothe me with
Great snare sound again.
you're letting me know you're the best thing in my life. Why are you right when I'm so wrong? I'm so weak, but you're so strong.
Woo! It's like some Queen type stuff.
If I try.
Okay, yeah. So the lyrics are kind of actually pretty disturbing here. I mean, she's definitely dependent on this person, her dad, I guess. But it's kind of toxic. Oh my gosh! Listen to this! Oh my frick, it's pristine! Holy. The fret slides! This is absolute ear candy right now.
I'm so weak, but you're so strong. Oh, Daddy, you soothe me with your smile. You're letting me know
Freaking sound of this.
everything in my life.
Ah, it's so
Oh,
good!
Daddy, if I can make you see, if there's been a fool around,
Can't handle it, man.
got to be me.
Oh my gosh! This is the most I've enjoyed music in a hot minute, man. So good! So good! That's another 10. It's another 10. I don't know what's happening right now. It does not have any business being this good. I mean, yeah, I guess it does, because it's freaking Fleetwood Mac, but I did not think it was going to be this good. Holy crap. Do you hear the textures of the guitars on that? And just the... Oh my gosh, the production is so perfect, and the mixing is perfect. This is so good. This is so good. Obviously, lyrically, it's kind of disturbing, kind of toxic. She's like almost too dependent on this person, and he's kind of making her feel bad about herself. If there's been a fool around, it's got to be me. So yeah, I mean, just the sound. I haven't paid much attention to the lyrics on this album, but I definitely will on future listens. Like the past month, I've been kind of not loving music that much. Like I feel like my love has dwindled a little bit, and maybe it's just overexposure. I've been listening to maybe too much, but this I feel like is kind of like reinvigorating that love. Like I haven't had this strong of a reaction, I feel like, to an album in a while. I can already tell this is going to be close to like a perfect 10 for me. I'm not even kidding. Like this is easily a 9. We'll see how it finishes off here, but I mean, I've liked every single song except for the first one. I mean, I liked it, but I'm saying I've liked, like on Spotify, I've liked every single song except for the first one. And I don't know the last time that's happened. This is so good.
Back on gold dust woman, take your silver spoon, dig your grave.
Love these chords, man.
Down.
That chord there really adds to the mysterious kind of feel.
Clouds in your lovers, pick their prey, but they never find out. Or did she make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? And is it all
Real meditative feeling to this too, with the simple kind of drums. It's almost like a timer or a clock. But then they jump scare you with that loud guitar part. Gosh. It's just all just so perfect. Bro, chills. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Are you kidding? Bro, what did I just listen to? This is like, oh my, this is one of the best albums I think I've ever heard. I have no idea what this track is about lyrically, but I don't even care at this point, man. I mean, I'll care in the future when I listen to it again, but just the freaking mixing, the production, the freaking performances, man, I can't handle it. That track was psychedelic. It felt kind of Pink Floyd-y. It had this trippy kind of feeling to it, and those reverby vocals, when those came in at the end, that completely just sold the track for me. That brought it to a completely different level. It wasn't feeling like one of my favorites on the album, but then that ending kind of just completely changed that. This feels like an all-time classic, you know? Again, I have to listen to it more, but I wouldn't be surprised if this gets to a 10 for me someday. Right now, it's feeling like a decent kind of 9, but look at the freaking critic score here. I mean, you gotta take that kind of with a grain of salt, because it's gonna be, I feel like, mostly kind of just old heads reviewing this, but I feel like that's really fitting. That's really freaking fitting. Just the sound of the project. It's kind of given me, like, when I listened to OK Computer for the first time, it was just the production and the execution and just the atmosphere to that project that really made it one of my favorites of all time. And this kind of has given me that, like, it's sitting in that same place in my mind. So, I mean, there you go. That's Fleetwood Mac's Rumours. It's pretty easy to grasp onto. It's not like the most experimental or crazy thing, but it's just executed to such a perfect level that it's just such a satisfying listen. And I feel like it's only going to get better on future listens. Did I give that last track a rating? There you go if I didn't. I'm at a loss for words. I'm not going to try and force anything out. I think I'm just going to end the video here. Let me know your thoughts on this album. I mean, I was going to say this. I feel like this is one of those albums where I feel like the popularity of it is actually deserved. You know, there's a lot of popular albums and songs, especially in today's music, where I feel like it's some of the worst music you'll hear in the current musical landscape, I guess. There's some, like The Weeknd, I feel like has some really insanely popular songs that are popular because they're good. Dua Lipa, I think, is a good example of that, and there's some other ones as well, obviously, but like guys like Ed Sheeran and like freaking Imagine Dragons and people like that, a lot of their songs are some of the most popular songs in the world, but they're like some of the worst music I've ever heard. But this album feels like it's popular because it's good. There's not any stupid gimmick that's going on or any trend that's popular at the time. Like, this just feels like it's popular because people know that it's just quality, insanely good music, which is such a nice thing to see, because obviously, like I said, it was probably common back then too, but I feel like now more than ever too, the most popular music is really not that great at all. This is great to see. I love how popular it is. It deserves every bit of its popularity because it's freaking amazing. I could unload so much more praise on this right now, but I'm kind of running out of things to say. I need to listen to it again to formulate more of like a organized kind of final opinion on it, but just spectacular. Just spectacular. That's going to do it for this video. Go join the Patreon. Of course, the current patrons that are on it right now that have been supporting is going to be on the screen somewhere on one of these sides right now. So go join that. $4 a month. You can get this reaction uncut, and you can get all my other reactions uncut as well. And yeah, you get priority requests too, so I do requests on Patreon more quickly than ones on YouTube. This was not a Patreon request, I think, but someone did request a Fleetwood Mac album that I will be getting to eventually. I wanted to check out this one first because it is shorter and it's their most popular one. I think they recommended Tusk, which is pretty long, but I will be getting to that soon. Yeah, go join the Patreon if you want your requests done, if you want uncut reactions, of course. And that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, dislike if you didn't. I don't really care because we can't see dislikes now anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.